Okay, welcome. So today we are going to start a new series where we will be learning on web development, improving our skills. So the path that we are going to follow will be the Frontend Mentor website that we'll be following. Welcome, my name is Jacob. So today I'm just going to start a new fresh video for the web series that I'll try to make sure that at least I post every time, once or twice a week, following this series that will help us as beginners to learn web development. So I'm going to use the Front-End Mentor Challenge. They do have a learning path that they have introduced. This will be like a guided web development. This will be like a guided web development skill building. So we'll follow their guide until to the end and see how we'll manage. So we'll do these challenges and we will be submitting them for their review. And what's going to happen with this is they're not limiting us to anything. They just say just create it, whether you use Next.js, vanilla, HTML, CSS, Tailwind, whichever that you want, whichever the front end thing that you want. You're not limited. That's the good thing about it. So as we're going to start with this one, the learning path. So I'm just going to start this path here from the start because it's just an introduction that they're going to do. There's no code. We'll start here together with the code. So firstly, it's just an introduction. This is the article where with this article we help you get up to speed with Front-End Mentor platform. We offer what we offer after reading. You'll be aware of why we exist and you will understand our platform's key areas. So you can just go through it. It's just a theory which they're explaining how we should do it. Then setting up your development environment. This article will take you through setting up your computer with all the tools you need to complete the challenges on Front-End Mentor successfully. We also introduce you to Git version control. So this section will actually be helping you set up your PC on your development environment and set up your GitHub so that when you submit your challenges, you submit them to GitHub. Then you host them either with Vercel, Netlify, GitHub pages, you choose whichever you want. So that's what they're basically doing. Then submitting your first solution. Taking challenges and submitting solutions is core to learning experience on Front-End Mentor. In this article, we'll give you tips. We will give you tips to help you get up and running with your first challenge. So this one we're just setting up you to be able to know what you actually have to do when you submit your challenge and how they actually help you understand this. So this is the introduction that we're just doing. So for the next one, you can just go through. These are just theory pages. Let me just open them. You can see they're just theory introducing you to their platform. Introduction, then so just theory. Then you can continue to the next step for the setting up of the development environment, which they recommend Visual Studio Code, and they also recommend Prettier, and there is this one, Path Intelligence, which they also recommend you to use. Optional, yes. So GitHub that we spoke about, there is the GitHub. You need to have an account. I already do. Go ahead and create your first repository. Yes. Then submitting your first solution. They're just telling you the HTML, CSS, getting started with the MDN guide. Then you start a challenge. This will be our first challenge, and we are going to do it every line of code. So these challenges, the videos might be long because I'm not going to be skipping things. I'm just going to go through how I would go about it, whatever that needs to be done, even Googling and even my bugs. We will encounter them together. Okay, so you download, just go ahead and see this one. Right, then continue to the next component. This is the bread and butter. This is where the actual thing started. So they will tell you QR code component. If perfect first challenge, if you're new to HTML and CSS, the card layout doesn't shift So it's ideal if you haven't learned about building responsive layout yet. So here you will be using HTML and CSS, freebie, and it's free. And this is how it should look on the desktop, and on mobile this is how it will look. Okay, so you can download the starter file with the Figma if you want. They give you a brief. You can go through it if you want. You can. You will actually be going through it so that we can see what it is that they want us to build. Then we can continue. So for today, we are going to end here for this introduction. The next video, we will be working on starting this. We'll be downloading this concept, this QR code component, then we'll be developing it. So for my choice, I have decided to take Vite. I haven't used it a lot. I am a Next.js user, but for this one, I'm going to take Vite. For it allows us to write HTML and CSS, and we'll be using a Tailwind CSS for our styling. It's easy to use. Here's the Tailwind. We'll set up this Tailwind together using Vite so that it's easy when we do our project. Then we can also do our Vite docs. We'll go through this Vite docs to see how we can set it up. So you can do either vanilla HTML, vanilla TypeScript, and so on. That will totally be up to you. And we can use any package management you prefer, npm yarn, pnpm ban or deno, but us will be using pnpm. Okay, then we also have a GitHub repository which will be using this one. So what I will do is I'll create branches. So each challenge that we are taking will be a branch, like this one, a recipe page. This branch here will be what we will be using. Then this is the master. We'll push them to the master, all of them. Also, each project will have its own folder, like recipe page. This one here, that's what we'll be working on. Then we'll push it to the master always. Then we'll host it using Netlify. Yeah, I don't have Netlify here, but I'll definitely put Netlify. Then that's what we'll be doing. So guys, walk this journey with me so we can learn web development together from the start. If you have any questions, link them in the description below. Comment, like, and share. All right, take care guys. Bye bye.